When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Georgia's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback... for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity.
There he goes. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets... to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He'll pull it on the read. Just keeps moving. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming.
I bet.
Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles. Gonna get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So Middle Tennessee's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets away from one, finds room. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Dogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's going to take off. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Upshaw. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards and they'll move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Wide open.
It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they're not on the same page there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can...
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Upshaw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
One of the reasons... It's so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Quick pass on the jet motion. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. That one takes it down. Yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Duke had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
I know.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
All right, love you.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oaks.
What? Can we what?
That is a costly penalty on this defense.
What?
Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Motion from the wide receiver.
They're
Looks as if
stopping
he's
for
going
a
to
while.
run it.
Germany.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Upshaw. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Using his feet. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. They've got him working run, but they're going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Defense gave them a free one on that one. It's now 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Silver.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fires to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
One more snap coming before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense with jumbo personnel. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to adjust the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him.
There he is, bro.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Looking down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. Couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Blasted as he lets it go. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4 channels.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
42, Middle Tennessee, 7.
And here's the return. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curved some of the... They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. He's looking to pass. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker here. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Back to throw, it's Vega. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his man miss. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes the guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
The give on the option. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Now on 2nd down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4. 6 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's complete to the left. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Past the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Horn. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll run it from the gun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the defense has set them up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech.